Al Pacino, a name synonymous with intense performances and iconic roles, has captivated audiences for decades. From his breakthrough role as Michael Corleone in The Godfather to his unforgettable portrayal in Scarface, Pacino has become one of the greatest actors of all time. But behind the fame and the on-screen persona, there has always been one question that fans have asked. Why has Pacino, one of Hollywood's most legendary figures, never gotten married? Now, at 85, he is finally shedding light on his personal life. It's a question that has lingered for years, and the answer he's giving now is both surprising and deeply personal. Pacino's decision to never marry goes beyond the usual Hollywood headlines. It challenges long-held assumptions about love, commitment, and what it means to truly live your life on your own terms. Pacino's decision to remain unmarried isn't rooted in a fear of commitment, nor is it about rejecting love entirely. Instead, it stems from a deep understanding of what kind of life works best for him. As a man who spent his life deeply immersed in his craft, he's come to realize that he needs space to remain creatively open and true to himself. In his own words, as an actor, you give so much of yourself. Sometimes what's left isn't enough for a partner. He didn't want to offer someone only a part of himself, and that realization guided his decision not to settle into the traditional structure of marriage. It's a mindset that, while difficult for some to understand, reflects Pacino's need for personal freedom and authenticity. Al Pacino's reflections on his personal life show a man who has come to terms with his choices. While he's had meaningful relationships and fathered children, the idea of marriage never appealed to him. He acknowledges the beauty and stability that marriage offers, but for him it wasn't a fit. I saw the beauty in it, but I also saw the limitations for me personally, he explained. His candidness about his decision to remain unmarried highlights his self-awareness. He wasn't rejecting love. He was simply acknowledging his own limitations. For Pacino, marriage was a structure that didn't align with his personality, and he's always believed in being honest about what he can truly give in a relationship. This honesty, according to him, has allowed him to stay true to who he is, despite the pressures of fame and societal expectations. At 85, Pacino reflects on his decision with no regrets. Despite the occasional loneliness, he's learned to embrace his choices. I don't regret not getting married, he says, because I lived how I needed to live. This acceptance of his unconventional path shows a man at peace with his past. He has lived a life filled with immense professional success and personal growth, and while he admits there were moments when the absence of a life partner felt real, he doesn't feel regret. Instead, he believes that the decisions he made were what kept him true to himself. In his eyes, perhaps marriage wasn't for him, but staying true to his own identity was the most important thing. As Pacino enters his twilight years, he remains proud of the unconventional life he's led, both in his career and his personal choices. His refusal to settle for anything less than authenticity has defined his journey. At 85, he looks back not with regret, but with an understanding that his decisions, no matter how unconventional, were his to make. Whether it's his career choices or his decision to never marry, Al Pacino has remained committed to living life on his own terms. And in doing so, he's maintained his legendary status not just as an actor, but as a man who carved his own path in an industry that often demands conformity. What does this mean for his legacy? One thing is certain. Al Pacino's life is a testament to living honestly and boldly no matter the cost.